Hey everyone! This is Vox Nova. In this video, I'm going to share 5 useful business English phrases you often hear in the news or interviews. And I'll explain what they really mean, with examples you can actually use. Let's get started.
Sony Financial shares start trading in Tokyo today after being spun off from Sony Group, which is focusing on its entertainment and image sensor businesses. Japan Equity Capital Markets reporter Yasutaka Tamura is here with us. And Yasu, we're talking about the debut of the first direct listing here in Japan in more than 2 decades. This is pretty special.
Right. So, yeah, as you mentioned, that's one of the special, uniqueness of the deal. But I'd like to also mention that this is one of the rare cases of Japan's blue chip companies to, spin off the business and get it listed on the Tokyo Stock Exchange.
The phrase spin-off means to separate part of a company into an independent business. It usually happens when a large company wants to let one of its divisions operate on its own, often to increase efficiency or focus on core areas. Example sentence: Sony decided to spin off its financial unit to focus more on entertainment.
That's in line with the, Japan's broader efforts to improve corporate governance and, to unwind conglomerate discounts.
A conglomerate discount happens when a large company with many different businesses is valued less by investors than the total value of its parts. In other words, the market underestimates the company because it's too complex. Example sentence: Investors hope the spin-off will help reduce the conglomerate discount.
It's one of the factors that weighed on the nation's stocks market over the decades, along with the deflationary economy.
Yeah, so for Sony specifically, how do you think this is going to help stabilize operations? What are the things you're going to be watching for going forward?
Yes. So the deal is to aim, unlock the hidden value of Sony Group shares and also to unlock the value of Sony Financial Group shares. But
the phrase unlock hidden value means to make the true worth of a company or asset visible to investors. It's often used when a company restructures, goes public, or sells part of its business to reveal value that was not fully reflected in its stock price. Example sentence: The listing is expected to unlock hidden value for shareholders.
What's really in focus is that if the deal can really, unlock the value, because as we are seeing now, our indication prices suggesting that the Sony Financial Group shares are headed to rise, above the reference price of 150 yen, which is a good sign for Sony Financial Group. And but this is just a trading debut, so we should look at the share move in the longer term to see if the conglomerate discounts are really unwound.
Could we see some technical selling pressure, though? I know that the Nikkei 225 has some new methodology as well.
Right.
The phrase technical selling pressure refers to automatic or mechanical selling of stocks, not because of bad company performance, but due to market rules, index changes, or trading strategies. Example sentence: Index rebalancing often causes technical selling pressure on newly listed stocks.
So analysts at Daiwa suggest that there will be technical selling pressure from index funds, those passive funds, about 1.7% of selling pressure. The estimate that those funds could sell about 1.7% of outstanding shares at the end of the day. So that is one of the selling pressure that Sony Financial Group should face. But they also announced that they're going to buy back their own shares, so they might erase the selling pressure.
To buy back their own shares means that a company purchases its own stock from the market. This reduces the number of shares in circulation and often helps increase the share price. Example sentence: Sony Financial announced plans to buy back its own shares to support the stock price.
So, we should look at the longer-term share moves.
The other thing also is potentially how we might see other spin-offs, including of its semiconductor unit. Yasu, thank you very much for talking us through this latest development. Japan Equity Capital Markets reporter Yasutaka Tamura for us. So we will be watching Sony shares when it does get traded. For the moment, on the benchmark, we are seeing the declines of about 0.7%. Clearly, the underperformance here, which is interesting because on Friday, the roles seem to be reversed with South Korean markets, actually the ones that were underperforming.